telling me I'm ignorant. You mad you broke, but you should be. I'm here to show you what you could be. Get off your ass and get busy. Trying to throw you some game like a frisbee. I apply the pressure.
What's good?
Chillin', what's going on, man?
Chilling, man. Guys, welcome to another Barber's podcast. I'm your host, Denny Moe.
And I'm your co-host, Denny Moe Jr. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Denny Moe Jr. _ the Barber. Make sure you hit that like button, that follow button. Follow me at Denny Moe Jr. _ the Barber on Instagram. Make sure you hit that follow button, guys.
Follow him, and I'll see you.
So yeah, this week it was pretty cool seeing a lot of the clients walk in the barbershop like with pure excitement, seeing that their barber was actually on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, yeah, right?
So
Forgot about that.
yeah, so what was it, A&E?
A&E.
They had a documentary on Bobby Brown, and you were in it.
And then the whole Gumby and all that was just perfect.
You saw with the Gumby haircut. That was so on point, so on the pulse of the zeitgeist of hip-hop culture at that time. You're talking Redhead Kingpin, you're talking Kid from Kid and Play. I had a nice high top. You know what I mean? So showing your identity by how unique you make your high top during the Gumby was a statement.
Everybody thought it was a mistake, but it wasn't a mistake. Well, he wanted his hair cut all the way down, and then I cut it down. He looked in the mirror, like, yo, I like
Started
this.
looking like a Gumby.
Yeah, I'm like a dumb.
It made me so much money.
Haircut the Gumby. So just get into it. How did that happen?
Oh man, it felt good to see myself on TV as well. You know, I'm a media whore. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. But I'm a part of the history. I'm a part of the Bobby Brown history, you know, and I'm a part of a lot of people's history. And if they ever do podcasts, not podcasts, but if they ever do a documentary, I'll be in it, you know. I played a major part in a lot of people's careers when it came to, celebrity singers and, boxers and stuff like that,
So when it came to Bobby and that actual haircut, did he ask for that specifically?
Not in the beginning. I get into the story. Before I get into the story, you guys like, subscribe, and share the podcast and smash that notification button so you know when we drop another video. All right. So getting into the how the Gumby came about. Most celebrities run with an entourage, and Bob had his little entourage in the hotel room. We were all chilling, having a good time, and I was going to cut his hair. He had an afro, kind of like a tall fade or whatever, a flat top like everybody else had, and he was like, yo man, cut me all the way down. He wanted to go for the waves and whatnot. So when he jumped up and ran in the room and came back, and I cut it down a little bit over on this side. He jumped up again, ran the room, and was talking junk, like we do when we on the road. And he came back, and before he sat down, he looked in the mirror and he saw that half of this was cut down and half of this was still high. He's like, man, just slope that up for me real quick. Let me see what that look like. I'm like, what? You tripping right now, bro? You know what I'm saying? You tripping. So I cut it to the Gumby, and the Gumby was born, man. And
Literally just like that.
just like that.
So why was one side lower than the other though? Were you just going through your process of the haircut?
Yeah, it was just somebody want their flat top cut low, so I'm gonna start cutting from here like this here. So
Okay.
it was a little slope over there, and I was able to. I didn't go too far over,
Right.
to a point where I couldn't do anything with it. I was still over here, so I could actually take it and slope it over.
Why
you know?
why were you so confident in leaving it like that?
I mean, I wasn't. He was. I thought he was losing his mind when he said
Got
that.
you,
What
got
are
you,
you
got you.
talking about, bro?
Yeah.
But these are the things that I'm talking about, man. Little subtle things that change the whole game. You know what I mean? And I just think that being a part of that history was freaking awesome, man. And Denny Moe creates the Gumby. Who
Yeah, for sure.
right? So,
I've seen it in person with one of your clients. I don't know, I won't say her name, but she rocked it, and she rocked it really, really well. You know what I'm saying? And the illusion of the haircut is just crazy because on one side it looks like, you know, she has a flat top, and then if I'm looking at her profile, it looks like she has a flat top, and once I walk around her, you can just see it sloping, and I'm like, yo, that is amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know the evolution of that Gumby changed drastically from that first time you did it till now, but even back then it was fire because it was never done before. Nobody ever seen that.
Right. It actually has been done before. It's just that, you know, everything come full circle. You know what I'm saying? What's happened already happened before. You know what I mean?
So somebody had that haircut before he did?
Yeah. They used to
Really?
wear that. Yeah, they used to wear that back in the days, man. Like in the 50s, 60s.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't never know that.
Yeah.
But Bobby just made it big and famous.
He's made it big and famous. You know.
Gotcha.
Because I have put that on a lot of people.
Yeah.
And but being that it was on Bobby, it was his persona. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean, him dancing in those videos and, you know, got the hammer feet and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just dancing all around and looking up at that screen with that haircut. It just, I can't see him with a different haircut.
Right,
You know what I mean?
exactly,
Like that Gumby made that whole thing.
It's like it fit him. You
Yeah,
know? So,
absolutely.
like I feel like my haircut fits me. I feel like this mohawk fits me. By the way, this is a Denny mohawk. You know what I'm saying? No, but I feel like I'm a tailor. You know what I'm saying? I don't give you the same haircut I gave that person. Just think about Dougie Fresh. Dougie Fresh was a signature cut. You know what I'm saying?
What cut did he have?
He had the designs on the side.
I was about to say, I was about to say nice. He was nice with designs and everything.
Yeah, he had the design on the side, and he had the curls on top. Phenomenal.
Right.
You know.
But that fit him.
I gave them their
Signatures.
yeah. I gave them their signature cuts, and I gave them their attitude. You know what I'm saying? They accessorized with that, and it was a part of them. You know, the people was able to embrace it because the thing you don't want is to give a person a haircut and it stands out like boom. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody to say, "Oh, I see you got a haircut today," not, "Oh my God, you got a haircut today."
Yeah,
you know, because it looks crazy.
Right.
You know, so everything I give anybody, anytime I give anybody a haircut, I try to make it for them. So it feels good to them. They can walk in. It's like a brand new pair of shoes, and you just, you know, you wear it. You know?
For sure. So what is it like working with Bobby?
Oh man, it was a ball, man. I mean, you know, believe it or not, a lot of these guys are really down to earth, man. And it was so funny because we were in the house, we were in the hotel room on tour. We was on tour. We was in the hotel room, and I'm hearing all this stuff about Bobby Brown. And I'm looking at it, I said, when the hell we do that? You know, and they was talking about Bad Boy Bobby Brown did this and Bad Boy Bobby Brown did this last night. I'm like, hold up, we were in the room all night last night, bro.
That's the tabloids.
Yeah, it's tabloid. That's fake news. You know what I'm saying? It's fake news. So I was amazed at that because I never experienced it.
Yeah.
But seeing it firsthand,
Yeah.
I was like, oh hell no.
Just make you angry a little
Yeah.
bit. Like,
Same thing with Dennis Rodman. We coming out of a strip club, and he's walking, and the cab comes into the drive, and the mirror hits Dennis on the leg. So technically, he hit Dennis, and the mirror fell off. Right. So he jumps out the car. So I'm security. Right. So I step back, let Dennis walk, and I step in between the two of them, and I politely put my hand on the shoulder. And I said, take it easy, bro. Just take it easy. You know what I'm saying? That's all I did. That's with everything I love. That's all I did. The news the next day was Dennis Rodman's bodyguard beat up the cab driver and so forth and so on.
Wow.
I was like, wow.
That's crazy.
So right then and there, I'm like, hold up. This how it really goes?
This is what they deal with.
This is what they deal with all the time.
Man.
All I did, bro, and you know me. I would tell you if I handled him.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I put my hand, I was in the middle of him and Dennis, and I put my hand on his shoulder. I said, take it easy, bro.
Yeah.
Take it easy. And he sat back down into the car, you know? And I said, because technically you hit him. He could sue you.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? You driving, you moving.
Right.
When the pedestrian is walking, he has the right of way.
You're supposed to stop.
In every city, you know? So that's all I did.
Yo, that is
And
crazy.
I was cracking up, B. I said, okay, I'm about to be in the tab. I'm about to be on TV and everything. You know what I'm saying? Dennis Rodman's bodyguard. You
Oh,
know,
my
it was
God.
hilarious, man. And it's so funny about that. They couldn't come to an agreement at the end of the tour.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have been the man if that footage would have came out, because I was in everything.
Who couldn't come with
Dennis
come to-
Rodman and the production company or
Right.
whoever, the director, whatever.
So
they couldn't come to an agreement.
They was filming something at the time.
It was a documentary.
Mm.
Well, it wasn't a documentary. It was RodmanTV.com. That's what it was.
I remember that. I remember when he came out with RamenTV.com.
Right. So, I guess they wanted more or whatever. But the guys was working their ass off, man.
Yeah, for
they got
sure.
footage. I tell you, if I get the money, I'm
Yeah,
buying
yeah.
that footage, bro.
Is that good?
Oh man. Oh man.
So it's just sitting there right now.
It's just sitting there.
Just waiting.
I hope
to
they
get-
didn't destroy it. You know what I'm saying?
That would be.
It was amazing, man.
Yeah.
It was amazing. You would see me in rare form, man.
Right. So
You know what
they
I'm saying?
had footage of you around Rodman the whole time.
Yeah, the
and-
whole time. And you know, it's so funny. We're in a strip club and the girls is hollering, Dennis, Dennis, Dennis. And I'm like, how do they know my name?
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying?
mad funny.
And that's hilarious. But
You cut Tyson too, right?
I cut Mike Tyson too, yeah.
Yeah. How was that?
That was a great experience.
That was Mike before he snapped though. That was. You
I
know,
mean, Mike.
he
That
was
was,
in his
that,
prime,
that was Michael. That was what was his wife's name? What was her name? What's her name?
It's like right on the tip of my tongue, man.
Robin Givens.
Robin Gibbons.
That was the Robin Givens days.
Yeah.
Just
He was in love with her though.
yeah, he was in love with her. That was
Absolutely.
the Robin Givens days. After that was a little bit after Robin Givens, believe it or not. She was whack.
Yeah.
She was whack as hell.
Yeah.
You know.
Why?
I see him on 42nd Street,
Yeah.
and everybody's mobbing him,
Right.
and she's like, "Oh, come on, Mike. Oh, Mike, come on. Oh man,
Prima
oh
donna.
yeah." She was the worst.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
was
yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
I you know, but anyway, cutting him was just amazing to me because the things that I've seen
Right.
went on, and it just shows me how the world is, man. You know, when it comes to celebrities and money and stuff like that. You know, he had a young lady came in there and said, I wanna, Mike, I want you to read this book. Mike said, I don't read. You can read it to me. You know, I'll pay you to read it to me. You know, and you know, if it was somebody like me and I said something out the way, she'd be ready to slap me in the face.
Right.
Mike said, I don't want to read no book, man. I want to bump them thighs. I'm cutting his hair. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? And she was like one of them astute women, you know what I'm saying? Had a little bit of goof about herself, you know? And she just laughed it off. I was like, I just said something like that, she just slapped the hell out of me.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how it works with celebrities, man. Mike, he's just a funny guy. They called me up one day. I was getting out of work. I was just leaving work, and Dapper Dan called me, and he said, "Yo, man, I need you to come down here and cut somebody's hair for me." I said, "Yeah, all right, cool. I'm about to get off right now anyway. Call me at the right time. Who is it?" He said, "Mike Tyson." I said, "Get the fuck out of here." So I was like, "Nah, man." He got on the phone. I mean, how much you gonna charge me to cut my hair? I said, "Yo, stop playing with me, yo. Stop playing with me." And then I got my shit together and I went on down there, and sure enough, Mike Tyson was standing right there,
That's
man.
what's up.
I remember it like it was yesterday. He had an MCM bag in one hand, and Don King was over there. And Don King, when I walked in, Don King was saying, "How much you owe the man? Fuck you holding his money for, man? Get that man his money, man." So I'm just saying, whatever. So Mike said, he said, "How much you owe him? Give him his money. How much you owe him?" He said, Deb said, 86,000. For real?
Who did he owe that to?
Dap.
Oh.
I'm wrong. It was 68,000.
Okay.
It was 68,000.
Right.
So Mike went in that MCM bag and started counting that shit out. I said, "Yo, you about to give him $68,000 in cash? You ain't gonna have no money left for me for this haircut." And then I cut his hair, right? And I gave him the best haircut he ever had, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And he
Was it before a fight or it was just
No,
regular?
it was they had he didn't have no fights planned at that point.
Okay.
And he pulled out a handful of money. He said, "That's enough?" I put it in my pocket. Didn't even look at it. I said, yeah.
You just knew.
I couldn't wait till I got outside. I went to the bathroom, pulled it out. I was like, oh my God. It's $800.
Wow.
$800. I was like, yo, this is crazy. I got to get to know this guy.
For sure.
And we got to know each other, man. And
What was that, the 90s?
that was the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, so $800, that's a lot of
That's a
money.
lot.
That was
For a barber, for a haircut?
Yeah, that was huge back then.
Dude, let me explain something to you. I was digging on this chick, right? But of course, I was married, so I couldn't do nothing with her. So I introduced her to her. He had a kid by her. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say I'm a pivotal part of a whole lot of people's lives, these celebrities and stuff, because I've introduced Mike Tyson to his daughter's mother. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So every time he see me, he say, "Oh shit, this nigga introduced me to my daughter's mother. Oh my God, get this nigga out of here." You know, like that old school thing says, "Here come the judge, here come the judge," and the guy said, "I'm gonna give you 5 years for the crime that you committed." And he said, "But Your Honor, I'm the one that introduced you to your wife." He said, "Life." You know, but yeah, he never lets me live that down. So, hey man, it is what it is.
Can you say it was easier to go from one celebrity to the next celebrity because of just the fact that you were able to cut one and do it on a high level?
Yeah, that too.
Who was your first celebrity?
Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh.
Yeah.
And
I didn't even know it was Dougie.
Oh, really?
I didn't even know it.
Was he beatboxing at that point?
He was beatboxing. He had the
Oh yeah.
that
That song
out.
came out.
That was the hottest thing everywhere.
Yeah.
So I said, I want to see this Dougie Fresh cat, man, you know. But I never see. Every time there was a park jam and Dougie Fresh was gonna be there, I get there like too late because I'm in the barbershop all day.
Yeah.
I get there late, he's gone, everybody's gone, the show is over and everything, right? So there's one day I was going. I heard Dougie Fresh was gonna be at the Disco Fever. So I said, okay, that ain't too far from home. I'm gonna go to Disco Fever and see Dougie. So, all right, this guy I used to cut, his name is Doug Davis. And I used to give him the design inside, curls on top, you know, he doing his thing. He always had a little small entourage, nothing big, like maybe 4 or 5 guys with him all the time, right? And they was all, you know, I knew he was the man, you know, but I didn't know who he was. All I know is I'm cutting this guy's hair, he's cool, I'm cool, we cool with each other. We had our bonding period, you know, and he knew me. He's the one that gave me the name Denny Moe. You know what I'm saying? And he
Something new that I learned today.
yeah, he gave me the name Denny Moe. He what did he do? I went to the Disco Fever, and I see this cat I've been cutting for the last year. I see him getting on stage, so I'm thinking he's gonna introduce Dougie Fresh, right? So he gets up there, and I'm waiting for him to say Dougie Fresh getting ready to come out. He said, "Oh." I'm like, that's the stuff Dougie Fresh be doing. So he started saying, "Listen here, what you say?" And I was like, hold up. And then he started doing the beatbox some more, and then Slick Rick came out and shit.
So wait, how long was you cutting him before you realized it was him?
Shit, about 6 months.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
You've been cutting this man for 6 months and you didn't know he was Dougie?
I didn't know. And the crazy thing about it was, I wanted to see him so bad because he had the hottest record on the thing.
That is so funny.
Yo, I swear, I didn't know it was him. I knew nobody ever called him Dougie. They called him Doug.
And besides the fact that you were probably giving dope haircuts, the fact that you didn't know it was him and you was probably giving that energy off, he probably just kept coming back anyway. You know what I'm saying?
He lived right around the corner. I was cutting on 124th Street. He was on 123rd Street.
So yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So he was a neighborhood guy. I mean, I cut everybody around the neighborhood, you know, who can get in. But I didn't do appointments at the time. Everybody had to wait.
And this is Harlem.
Harlem, yeah.
Right. So it's a few people that came out of Harlem because he came out of here. Keith came out of there. And I already know Keith's story. Teddy Riley. Keith's is funny because he wanted to skip the line, right? And that didn't happen.
He came in the barbershop and he said, what did he say? How many you got? I said 4. So his manager came in there with him. He was cool.
Yeah.
You know, his manager came in there. He's like, yo, he got #1 pick hit album on the radio and so forth and so on. So you should be treating him like a celebrity, man. You know. So he waited for 4 people, and I didn't think he was gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? His manager came back over. Yo, he ain't in the chair yet, man. He not in the chair yet. I'm like, yo, dude, this is an all-star barbershop. Somebody gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? So I cut him, and he came back 2 weeks later, maybe even a week later. He said, yo, my lady told me if whoever cut my hair last time, go back to him. And that was me. You know what I'm saying? And he's been coming to me ever since. And well, he was coming to me before that, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard the song, but I didn't know who he was. I didn't know he made the song. And I'm like, what song? He said, you heard it. I know, this is what the manager said. You heard it. I know you heard it because it's the hottest thing out right now. So I don't know who he talking about. I don't know nothing about what he talking about. All I know is I got a business to run. Right. So while he was in there, baby, give it to me now, girl. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo. And he started singing it. And it sounds just like him. I'm like, oh, man. I said, that's you? He said, yeah, man, yeah. And then not long after that went off, that shit came on. You know, everybody know that, I want that. I was like, okay. And I told him, I said, listen, man, you want to be treated like a celebrity, act like a celebrity. I'll come to your house. So after that, I was going to his house once a week, you know?
Got you.
And then he called me up one day, he said, yo, you going on tour with me or what? I'm like, who this? It's Keith, nigga. Going on tour with me or what? I'm like, what? Hell yeah.
Right.
And we went on tour.
That's what's up.
That was crazy.
That's what's up.
You know? But
these are the stories you can't make up, man.
Yeah, man. And the sweet thing about it was I was able to talk to him. I mean, I was able to go on tour with him, meet more people on the road. I had a guy named Chuck Irby, best cat in the world. He was a road guy. That's all he ever did was the road. And he told me, he said, when you get out here, learn something else. Don't just do what you do, learn something else. So I started learning lighting, and it was kind of confusing to me, you know, the very lights and the spotlights and stuff like that. So I didn't get into that too much. I got into the security of it. So I went to the Executive Protection Institute in Washington, D.C. and in Virginia. And I also went to do machine gun training in Colorado. And that was financed by one of the artists. That was really cool. After Keith was Gerald. After Gerald was Bobby. After Bobby it was Bobby, then Gerald, and then back to Bobby, then Keith again, and Johnny Gill. Didn't do a whole lot of touring with Johnny, but he called me for a lot of haircuts. You know, he stayed over in Jersey with Eddie Murphy, so I went over there, and through Johnny I met Eddie Murphy. You know
I cut Johnny too, so.
Right. Look how far back we go, Dolo.
I'm about to tell you.
Oh.
So, ladies and gentlemen, right now, you are watching everything go down. This brother right here, Denny Moe, man. This is Harlem's own, the true legend. No gas. I'm keeping it 100. When I first got my first fade, this is the man that did it. And y'all know you see the video rising to the top, but do a little homework. Check it out. The curls on the top with the fade. This is the man that did it. The New York in the back, this is the man that did it. Keith Sweat, this is the man that did it. I can go on. I'm not going to bore y'all.
I might have some pictures to prove it, too.
Yeah, but I don't want to bore them. You know what I mean? I don't want them to think we showing up. But this is Harlem's own. You know what I mean? And the guy that talked me into getting the fade at the time was Dardo and my man Case Superior. God bless him. So this is a beautiful reunion and a good celebration. And this is his shop right here. Denny Moe's Barber Shop. And it's right here in Harlem. So you need to come.
That's
you
right.
You want to get it right.
2496 Frederick Douglass Boulevard.
You mad you broke, but you should be. I'm here to show you what you could be. Get off your ass and get busy. Trying to throw you some game like a frisbee.